Hello, crafty friends. It is Alicia and Danny, who I will introduce here more in just a little bit. Thank you so much for joining us for today's Craft with Your Stash live stream. I do see many of you who are here with us live have already settled in. Make sure to say hi and where you're watching from over in that chat. And if you're here on replay, you can let us know in the comment section below. And also, as you settle in, I do have a poll going. So if you're here live, make sure to vote. It is, have you crafted with January's February stash prompts? Yes, multiple cards or projects. Yes, a single card or project. Not yet. Or you didn't even know about the prompts, which don't worry, we're going to let you know. Now, if you're here on replay, you can let us know your answer down in that comment section below. But without further ado, I think we should get things started. Welcome to Danny. Hello, hello, friend.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad to be here. I will apologize in advance. For some reason, I am so tired today and I'm yawning a lot, so I apologize. But it is very snowy and very cold here in Nebraska, so it's fun to be here with some crafty friends.
Well, I am super excited. I'll let you tell maybe a little bit later as we're crafting about your prompts. But
Okay.
do know that if you are here or on the replay too, down in the description box below, I have links to Danny's channel, her Facebook group where you can find out the prompts and play along. And yes, I do see some of you, like Teresa said, good morning from a cold Florida. Teresa, let me see if you can beat us. I just looked up on my phone and it is 5 degrees here, feels like -6. So our idea of cold is probably a little bit different.
Well, and tomorrow they're saying it's going to be their coldest day in like the previous year. Like it's not even going to get above zero, and the wind chills are supposed to be like -35. So.
Ridiculous. My husband, so he's off for President's Day, but my daughter is not. And he just got back as soon as I hit that intro video to go live. And he says the roads are awful, like they can't keep up with the snow that's coming. So I'm kind of sad they did not cancel college because a lot of those people there commute. So hopefully we can pick her up later.
Right.
But I'm going to go ahead and end this poll because before I get started, I have a poll for our live viewers to help me make some decisions. So let's find out how many of you. So 56% say you have not yet crafted with Danny's prompts. 30% of you didn't know about him, but don't worry, she's going to tell us more. 7 have made a single project, and 5% have made multiple cards or projects. This will be my first. How about you, Danny?
I've done several. I haven't put up like many videos on my channel about it though, because this month, I think I did mention it in my intro video. I'm really prepping things for my craft fair next month. So I knew this month I probably wouldn't get as many done as like I did in January, but next month, full steam after that craft fair. So I have done
Awesome.
several. It's just they haven't all been like in a video or anything.
Awesome. And again, yeah, you'll tell us all about the group and stuff. Sorry, I keep wanting to
Yep.
get it all out of the way now, but we'll have plenty of room. Plenty of time. Susan Rushton said, "Oh, I clicked on it on the wrong screen." Susan R says, "If you can't pick her up, she'll have a back in my day. I had to walk so many miles in the snow uphill to get home from school." You're right, Susan. And it's like a good 20-minute drive, so it would take her probably hours and hours to get back home. So yes. Danny, I'm going to go ahead and highlight myself, and then I'm going to let them know. I'm going to let the live viewers know the color cube cards they can pick for a poll. So make sure to throw those poll lights over in the chat. And then while you guys are voting on the color cube card, Danny is going to tell you about the products that she is going to be using. But first of all, in front of me are the clear cards that I made during Saturday's Sheet Load Live. If you haven't seen this video, you can check out the replay link down in the description box. But before I went live, I got out some color cube cards, and I'm going to let you guys vote on what I'll be doing today. It'll be a layered stencil. 2 of these, I just had Google pick me a random number. This is one from the live I did last week. It was one of the options. The Valentine's Day live. So let me get the poll ready, and then I'll tell you which is which here. Well, I see those poll lights coming in. Yes, get those in the chat. Okay, so this is the first card. This is 99, and this will be A. So it's a variety of kind of like purpley blues. B is card number 75. Sunset there, kind of fallish colors too. And then C is the one of the ones from Friday. A little sweet treat. So A, B, and C. I'll go ahead and start that poll. And then Danni can tell us all about what she's going to be using.
I have to vote first.
Okay.
I voted for. Do you want me to tell about the prompts though, or do you want to do that later?
Maybe say what the prompts are, but then later you can tell us more about your group and how people can share.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So the prompts for February were stencils, and then coffee, tea, drinks, tags, but add them to cards, postage collage dies, and stripes or strips. You could use like dies or like Love Lizzie peel-offs or just anything like that. So far this month, I have not used any stencils. So I thought I would pull out, I got this Waffle Flower bundle, I don't know when, and I thought I would play with it. So it's just the A2 postage collage die, and then it's, what is it? The collage coloring stencil. I have the little stamp set, and then I have the postage collage everyday stencil. I haven't done anything with these. I was kind of panicking this morning because I'm like, it's not coloring. I don't know what I'm doing. So I kind of looked up a little bit. I have several of the blanks made in case I mess up. I already pulled inks out, but that's what I'm going to go for.
Awesome. Well, exciting day, guys, because I am also going to be using similar products to Danni. So what you'll get to see is like the same products being used in different ways. So I'm going to go ahead and end the poll now. It's pretty steady. And then we'll see which card won. And then Danni, after I end the poll, you can tell us which one you chose. All right. With 63. Wow, that's pretty. 63% of the vote. It is A. Which one did you choose, Danni?
A.
Oh, well, there you go. All right. You got a good pick. So before I went live, I didn't want to waste a whole bunch of time picking colors. So I did go ahead and write the colors on the back that I'm going to be getting out. And for mine, I will also be using the postage collage die and maybe this stamp set. I got it out just in case. And this, you can buy a stencil, like a masking stencil for this, but I didn't have it. But I did have the postage collage blocks die. So I cut some masking paper. This is Tailored Expressions masking paper. I cut some of that because I'm going to be doing something a little different. Instead of doing one of the stencils that you can buy to go with it, which is what Danni's doing, I am going to use a Tailored Expressions stamp and stencil combo, but it will be kind of masked off, so it will still look like it's in those sections. So this card is what I will use to stamp and stencil this with. So cool. Exciting times. Oh, so we're going to get started here. Don't forget, guys, if you have a question for one of us, what I want you to do is type question in front of your message over in the live chat. And that's going to help us, like when we can look up and answer those, it just helps that stand out. If it's a general crafty question, feel free to just leave those over there and lots of people can probably answer them. Everybody in the chat is so kind. But yes, if you have something specific for us, like if it's question Danni in all caps or question Alicia or Crafty Al in all caps, and that's going to help us find it.
Yes. I also forgot, well, I guess I can tie it in when we talk about my group and stuff, because I did forget I started something new yesterday.
Well, I think, Danni, go ahead. I think it's a great time now for you to talk.
Okay. So if you haven't heard of my prompts, I started this in January because I looked around my room and of course, I do it every year. I want to use my stash. But when you look at the big picture, it's very overwhelming, especially to me. After 20 plus years of crafting, I have a lot accumulated. So I thought if I narrow in and have like 4 or 5 prompts every month that I like focus on, maybe it would help me. So I started in January and I did great. I really followed those prompts and I think that everyone really enjoyed them. And so February came along and I put out some. Like I said, I haven't been able to do as many because I'm working on craft fair stuff, but it's still helping me to really focus on, especially like the collage dies. I've been adding those to a lot of things, and like the stripes or strips, things like that. But yesterday I had this thought because I have so many stamps, paper, well, everything, but a lot of them I've never used. So in my group, I started, which my group is listed in the description box. It's This and That with Danni's Dreams. And each month there's also going to be a separate album. So you can add like a stamp set. You make a creation with a stamp set that you haven't created with. And I had some people ask, well, I've used a sentiment from something. And does that count? As I have said, this is just a stepping off point. The whole purpose is to get you to use your stash, get me to use my stash. So maybe these prompts don't work for you. That's fine. You do you and use your stash. And like if you've only used a sentiment, and I wouldn't call that you've used the stamp set, by all means, pull it out. Like this week, I got these super cute rainy day fairwees from Sweet November Stamps. I've never inked them up. They're going to be inked up this month or this week. So that's something I'm going to be doing. And I'm also going to pick randomly 2 or 3 people that enter in that album on my group to give just a little gift. It won't be anything spectacular. Maybe a card, maybe some ephemera, maybe some papers, just something fun to help us encourage one another to use our stash.
I love that. And who doesn't like the possibility of getting a card, which, by the way, if you are here live at the end of the video, Danni and I will be giving away the cards we create. So make sure, to stick around. All right, my camera zoomed in way too much and it won't go back out. Give me a second. Okay, guys, I have to shut my camera off for a minute, Danni. I'll be right back, okay?
While she's doing that, I also wanted to show many of you that follow me or know me, I used to have a bearded dragon that I absolutely loved named Fluffy. And recently, even though I'm trying to spend less, I fail at that miserably, I'll admit it. But Unity Stamps just released these Rescue Tales stamps, and they had a bearded dragon. And guys, I fell in love. Like, I don't know when I've had a stamp bring me so much joy. So the first thing that I did is I went through and I made up some memory dex cards for my color combos. And I colored them in all the things, which there's still probably more because bearded dragons come in numerous colors. But look at my first card using Bruce. This is Bruce. Like I said, I smile every time I see it, and it just brings me so much joy. So I hope that you have a stamp set that does that to you as well, because it makes crafting so much fun when you find something that you love.
I love those. Those are so cute. And yeah, let us know over in the chat box a crafty thing that has made you smile recently, whether it's from your stash or something new you found. I am hoping for me it's these Waffle Flower things, because let me tell you, I've had these forever and have so many of them. I don't know about you, Danni, but I have a pile of stuff that goes with this. So
I only have this, but I do have a lot of little itty bitty stamps that I'm hoping that would be really fun to use with it. So I'm hoping that I love it as well. And I just pulled out a whole bunch of Stampin' Up inks to use. Most of them are probably retired, but that's just what I have the most of and what's easiest for me to grab and stuff. So that's what I'm doing.
Fantastic. I just stamped my background. You'll see there I have the mask in place. For my background, I am using the light gray from the color palette instead of white. And the inks I chose were blue cheese, blueberry, eggplant, and jelly donut. And then to stamp my flower, I did a little bit of a darker gray to help it stand out. And don't forget, guys, down in the description box below, again, you're going to find all of Danni's links. And also, I do have some affiliate links to some of the products we're using if you want to check those out as well. It is always appreciated. Now, here's Danni where I might have to I can't hit the oops button because only you and I will hear it. But I also have no idea what I'm doing here. Okay.
I'm just winging it. If I mess up, I mess up. That's why I have extras printed out because, yeah.
Good point. Good point. Are you sipping on anything, Danni?
Water, but I might have to take a little walk and get a Dr. Pepper here shortly because, like I said, I am just so tired.
You let me know if you need to. Let us know in the chat what you're sipping on. I did bring down water, but my husband brought me back a Diet Coke from his trip out. I love a fountain Diet Coke, so I did switch. All right, Choose Joy with Carmen, which, hello, friend. If you weren't here for the live on Saturday, Carmen was one of my special guests for Sheetload Live. I haven't seen Karen, but Karen was the other one. But she said her Crafty Let card this week made her smile. I love it.
Yay. It was so cute. I saw it. It was with the little froggies. It was adorable.
Oh, cute. I will have to check that out for sure.
And for those that are here, last month I gave you the hint of what was coming for the prompts for the following month. So I'll do that again.
Ooh.
So here's the sneak peek for March. The prompts are going to be books or reading, especially for Susan Rushton. And then something that I have way too much of, 6x6 paper pads. And then foil or shiny objects or shiny things, because not everyone has foil, but I know we all have something that is shiny. And then scraps, using your scraps, and then polka dots. So that will be for March.
Fun. I love that. Okay, guys, I have no idea how to line up this stencil now.
Oh, no.
I thought it might be easy, or maybe, do I have this upside down? All right, see, I told you this could be bad. Okay, I'm going to try to look at the packaging. All right, well, I'm going to make you a little bit bigger, Danni, so they can watch you while I get my brain together. We have a question from Crafty Card Maker. Danni, do you have any others from the Rescue series? She just got hers and in love, especially the Dachshund.
Oh, if you follow me, you know me. I'm a gotta have it all girl. So yes, I have them all. I will be coloring them up throughout the next couple weeks because they are so adorable. Other than the bearded dragon, I really like the kitty cat Lola, I think was her name. And the bunny, I used to have bunnies, so the bunny spoke to me as well. But yes, they are. And I used to have dachshunds, so yes, the dachshunds. So yes, I have them all. And I was so happy I got them all. And then I saw that Angela, the owner of Unity, is making some more, of course. So yeah, the whole spending less thing, that doesn't really work for me. But anyways, yes, I do have them all.
Awesome. Oh, and you guys, okay, I just checked this out. Okay, let me get this tape down first. Okay, so I just discovered as I looked closer at my stencils that there is like etching in there to help me line it up with the stamped image. So it's not as bad as I thought. I did not know what I was going to do.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, yellow, yellow, yellow. Well, that's cool, Susan, about Dr. Pepper. Oh, I never even really noticed that the period was dropped from the name in the 1950s to make it easier to read on the small bottles. That's cool. I did not know that.
And I know nothing about Dr. Pepper. When I accidentally get it in the drive-thru, I have to come home and just dump it out because I can't stand it. Sorry, Danni. Sorry, Danni.
Although that's what happens to me if I get any diet, so I guess we're okay.
Okay. I'm gonna put some little squares here around my stencil so I know where to place the next one at.
Okay. I think I'm done with the first layer because that one didn't have any. Okay. Moving up. Ooh, looks cute already.
Oh, look, I'm still trying to like figure out what's going on here. Oh, that is cute.
Okay. And then I want to do, I might have, I see now I did them out of order. That was supposed to be the last one. Oh, well, because they're very faint. I don't know if you can see it, but they are numbered on the stencils. I didn't see that. So, that's just the way it is.
And sometimes that doesn't even matter. Like these are numbered too, but I do not even think it would matter. So hopefully.
I don't think it will either. I'll just go with the way that I had it because that's the way I chose my colors, I think. So I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Good. I can't remember. Did we ask the chat if they have used the Waffle Flower stuff before? Or maybe they let us know. But if you already let us know over in the chat. Like, do you have any of the Waffle Flower postage stuff and have you used it? Or are you like Danni and I, who this is our first time?
I really they're really pricey, but I have some from the ton that are very detailed, but I liked it because they told you like exactly which colors to use. But other than that, I haven't used these like stencil and things. So I'm curious to see if anyone else has.
Yeah.
And yes,
I have seen the one from the ton you did, and yes, they are very detailed and gorgeous.
And Carmen, the dino set that I got from you from Stamping Up is on my list to actually play with this week. Hopefully, I have a long list of things I want to do, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm so excited because I love dinosaurs.
Okay. Yay, I can't wait to see that.
Okay.
Okay, I made it past stencil number 1, hopefully.
Woohoo! Here we go.
Yeah, I might get a card done. I was worried that I was never going to be able to get started and you'd have everything done on yours.
Oh, I just got ink all over me. But that happens. That just shows I was crafty, right? Yeah. Okay, and this will really, we're going to tap on this one, I think, because that moves around really easy there.
So Susan says she loves the postage stamps and stencils, but doesn't use them. Susan R says that. And then Susan T said she's not really into the postage stamp thing, so she doesn't have any. Cordelia has some of the products and she has used them a couple times. Great, Cordelia, get those out and use them. Kristen has the A6, which is that like the one that's like 4x6?
Yes, I also have that because when I was determined I needed to do this size was sold out everywhere. So I got the A6, but yeah, I haven't used it either. So, but I have it.
I think I have one of the 5x7s. Is that a thing or am I imagining that?
No, I think they have it in like every size. I am excited because I do love Sweet November stamps. Amy Young is the artist behind that. She's like my crafty hero, I guess. She really likes the postage dies, and I have it on ordered. They just released a set, or 2 sets, I think, and 3. Her little images that will fit in the postage dies. So I'm really excited to get that. So that's exciting for me.
I like that you can use it with other things, like I know you said you had some stamps from totally different companies besides the one you just talked about, but then here I am just using a Tailored Expression stencil with it, so.
Exactly. And I think that's why, I like there's different collage dies as well, but I like this just because it's a little bit unique, I guess.
Okay. Crafty Card Maker has another question. If you have Waffle Flower and Gina K postage stamps and stencils, do you think getting the ton sets is worthwhile or overkill?
For me, the ton, their stencils are so amazing. Wonder where I have that card.
Yeah, because I mean, it like almost looks realistic when you put theirs together, like a picture of a flower, you know?
Let me see. I think I might know where it is. Let me see if I can show that card because it is there's but they're pricey. So I don't know. I guess it depends on what you yourself would want to do, I guess. Oh, I do have it. Woohoo!
Awesome.
So this is the one I did that's from the ton. And like I said, I loved it because it shows every like color and stuff. Let me go grab this out because I can't remember how many layers there was in that.
Let's guess how many layers before she gets back. I'm going to say 6 to 8. Let us know your guesses over there in the chat. I bet it's a lot.
And like the die itself is a little bit different as well compared to the Waffle Flower.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit smaller, looks like. And then let's see, that was the Sunflowers layering stencil. And there is, I think, 5 stencils.
Okay.
But I really liked it.
Better than I thought.
But like I liked that they have this with it that tells like you're gonna need if you do it, this obviously you can change the colors, but you're gonna need 6 shades of ink, 3 for the petals, 1 for the center of the bee, 1 for foliage. I mean, it just was nice for someone like me who doesn't stencil a lot to have that. And even on the stencils themselves, if I can get them out here, it has, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Try to angle it so that maybe you can. But like this, it says this is light yellow. This is the Postage Sunflowers, 1 of 4. But they have another one that's like the background or whatever. So I really liked them, but they are pricey. So I guess it just depends on what you want to spend and how much you want to do, because they are very detailed. But also, because like that one I bought at the expo and it was like $30. And then I got one too that's a mountains layering stencil. I haven't done it yet, but I've seen cards with it and it is amazing as well.
Yeah, that's just gorgeous, Danny. I do see that Carla brought up a point. She says a ton is pricey, but you can buy electronic and make the stencils.
Huh.
So I did not know that. Yeah. Thank you for that heads up.
Yeah.
And she also likes that they give you the colors to start with. Yeah, I agree. Or Kristen likes that. I agree.
So, the only place I've ever seen that, well, I haven't really looked, but like I said, I bought those at the expo, but I wonder, I don't even know if they're in like Simon Says Stamp or those places. So either the Ton website or you can check some of those other places. I don't know because I bought those and I wasn't using them enough to justify buying anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just like the expos in their online store or not. I do have a set. I was on another live stream once. I have just one of their regular layering stencil sets, and oh my gosh, the detail.
Yeah. They do have some very, very gorgeous stencils. Like I was telling Crafty Al at the beginning when we were waiting to go live, I'm kind of questioning whether I want to continue to get stencils. I have so many, but with it being a prompt this month, like this is the first time I've used stencils. So I like them, but I don't use them. So I guess doing the prompts is kind of helping me decide things like that. So.
Not that I want you to spend more, but I hope you don't totally give up. And you have so many stencils, it wouldn't matter anyway. You could just use what you had in your stash for years, probably.
Yeah. And since I messed up the order, I'm not going to do, because I have a darker color for that. And I think it would cover up those hearts. So we're going to skip that one. Okay, so this is blue. Blue, blue, blue.
I'm almost ready for almost the big reveal of my stencil, but then I have some accent stamps I get to use on these. Susan Rushton says she believes they are only available at their online store in the expos. Oh, and thank you, Susan, for the reminder. Yes, please give this video your stamp of approval. Give it a thumbs up. Right now, we have 75 friends watching us. I love that.
Ooh.
And only 37 likes, though, Danny. That's not even half. Come on, guys. Thumbs up.
Come on.
Thumbs up. I mean, we are going to give out our cards at the end, so I think that's worth a thumbs up.
Definitely. Although we'll see after I get this done.
Yeah, right. We might not have anybody entering these giveaways. We'll see. Oh, okay. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to do my reveal. So if you have something, go ahead and.
Nope, I want to watch your reveal.
Okay, so here we go, guys. Are we ready? Cross your fingers. Remember, this is the card that you all picked, and Danny had pick the right one too. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. Good color choice, guys.
That is.
All right.
And my cat, Alyssa, if you follow me, you know, hashtag it's always Alyssa, is feeling very needy today, and she just started meowing. So I apologize if you hear her sounding so abused in the background. I trust you, she's not.
Has she not gotten fed within the last 5 minutes, Danny? Are you starving that poor cat?
Well, you know, I went to the automatic feeder, which was the best thing I ever did. And she got fed at 9, but she still thinks that she is just, you know, like dying.
Love it. I probably need to get an automatic feeder, but we're afraid that one of our cats will like eat it all before the other one can get to it.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of tricky with 2 cats, but it works out great. And I can tell she's lost weight, which is the reason why we had to do that, because she was a little chunky monkey, which she still is, but she does look like she has lost some weight. So that's good.
Way to go, Alyssa.
Yes. Oh, that's orange. I need to get a different brush. Don't want to contaminate my yellow brush. I was thinking it was more yellowy. So that's going to cover up the little dots. Okay, so if you use the Waffle Flower stencil, pay attention to the numbers on the stencils, because it does help.
Oh, it does. Okay, now we know. And welcome to anybody who we haven't gotten a chance to say hello to. I know a lot of you have popped on here. Cordelia said her automatic feeder works fine with 2 cats, but neither of them is a piggy. Well, obviously ours are, Cordelia, because they both at their last checkup got the you need to lose weight. So I'm afraid it might not work.
So I might go back in with this one just to put a darker color for those little insides of the flowers, since I was jumping the gun and not paying attention.
That's what I'm doing right now, trying to put these darker. It came with some stamps to make the areas darker. I'm trying to do this.
And if this doesn't work, then I'll just get out the white gel pen at the end. Ha-ha. Oh my goodness. If you've been around or you heard, I like my desk nice and neat and tidy. And since I pulled out 3 different ink colors for every one of these and stuff, like it's just covered. It's giving me a little bit of anxiety, just saying.
Well, hopefully after you won't fall asleep before you can clean it up, so you'll feel better.
Oh, but then I have to go shovel, so we'll see. Which I don't mind shoveling. I actually enjoy shoveling, but it's so cold out there that that's the only thing. My feet will get cold.
Yeah, okay. Luckily Paul's off, so we can probably go out and tag team the snow blower and the shovel and get it done hopefully quick.
And then we get to do it again tomorrow. Woo!
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
Yeah, I really did this backwards. Okay, that's why we have the extra ones, because if I put the colors I had chosen, it's going to block out all of that. We'll revisit that off camera. Okay, because now that I know what I'm doing, I can go through this pretty fast. Okay, we're going to start with number 1. Yeah, I shoveled last week too, and it wasn't too, I mean, it was really cold. I think it was like a -11 with the wind chill. But when I worked at the school right before I quit, because I didn't know I was going to quit, I had bought what I called a recess coat, and it goes all the way almost to my ankles and is so warm and toasty. So like most of my body stays pretty warm, and I wear my hat and I pull up the hood and I have a scarf. So like my face isn't too bad, but I don't have any boots. And so my feet get really cold. Plus I've done the polar bear plunge like twice, 3 times or whatever. And the first time I did it, my toes got really, really, really cold. And since then they get cold easier, I feel. So yeah, I can't stay out there too late or too long because it just gets too cold.
Well, the other day I was okay because luckily I do have some boots. I don't have a recess coat, but my hands were freezing because my gloves were not made for that. But what I did, my husband had some work gloves in the garage, so I just wore 2 pair, and then I had no more issues.
Yeah.
And I use a face mask now instead of a scarf because that keeps my breath all nice and hot right in my face. Those masks are coming in handy for longer now.
Yeah. Which, like I said, I don't mind shoveling because I always feel so accomplished afterwards, but yeah. Luckily, I don't have to go anywhere and my husband's on the road, so I can do the driveway like a little bit at a time. So there's not a rush for that. So.
Well, I don't know about Bellevue, but we have to have in Papillion, like once the snow stops, you have 24 hours to get it done.
Yeah, they say that, but I've never seen them enforce it.
Yeah, true.
The people on my block, they don't seem to be really worried about getting their walks done. Usually I'm like the first one and sometimes the only one that shovels on our street. So
Okay, guys, I did a boo-boo. So I had apparently blue ink on my fingers, and I'm like, oh, I'll just put the sentiment there. But then I also saw it right up here, so we're gonna have to figure. Well, you know what? I'll put some gems there. Carla wants to know, what is a recess coat? Do you want to
well, it
re-explain
is.
that, Danny?
Yeah, when you're a teacher, or I was a para, which just helps. I helped with the special needs students, but you have to go out to recess. And the school where I worked was kind of like, there wasn't a lot around it to block the wind, so it was so cold. So a recess coat is just one that is so like long, so it covers up most of your body, and it is super, super duper warm and just better for the like super cold.
Yes, you definitely need something that covers your tushy when you're out in that. And yes, it was like, what we call it, like out on the plains or out on the prairie, because seriously, it was so open and oh my gosh, the wind and cold.
Yeah, it was crazy.
All right, I'm gonna peel back my mask and hope that this worked. All right, now I have to try to figure out how to line up my my die on that. I have to say, I thought that would be more impressive. I think I probably needed something that covered the area a little bit more densely or something, but you know what? I can say I've tried it now.
Yep, that's well, and I don't know, for me, it's always kind of tricky to do things on camera for the first time.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, do the purple here.
well, at least I think I'm going to line this up okay, because the dye pretty much covers the area, I think.
That's good. Okay, and then my yellow.
Paula says she does not miss her days as a para with recess duty. Some of us wore snowmobile suits. Oh my goodness, yeah.
I miss the kids a lot. I don't necessarily miss the job, but I miss the kids. I think maybe because I was working as a SPED, the special needs para, I got so close to so many of the kids that I just missed that. They were so special.
Yeah.
Luckily, I stayed friends. I stayed friends with a lot of their parents, so I still have been able to see like how they're doing and stuff. So that's always good.
Good. I think you
so
guys did always get closer to your students just because you were with them so much more one-on-one.
Yeah. Okay. We'll say this is a really easy stencil set to line up. I like that. Don't have to like guess. Okay.
Oh, we better check our stamps of approval to see if we're over halfway now, Danny.
Okay.
Oh,
so.
we are. We went over 50, but there's still a couple handfuls of you out there. If you could hit that thumbs up. Hey, maybe even share it with a crafty friend who might be home for a snow day or President's Day.
Yeah.
Who might like to come join us. All right. That cut out okay.
Cool.
Now I need a sentiment. I kind of didn't think about a sentiment, Danny. I was too into getting the other stuff done.
I kind of thought that depending on how it went, I might have to add to it after the stream, and then the person who gets it would be surprised.
Is anybody on TikTok and watches that guy? Surprise, surprise! Like every time somebody says surprise, I have that in my head. Paula has a comment for you, Danny.
I was reading that.
Okay, she has that stencil and hasn't tried that one out yet either. Good to see the visual aids.
Well, good. Hopefully. It helps to go in order. We'll say that right now.
Paula says she loves the stencils and the colors. Thank you, Paula. This was a color cube card, which if you were here for my Friday live, of course, now I've lost it. Never mind. I was going to show you my new swatch thing I'm using, but apparently it has ran away. Okay, I'm going to step away and try to find a sentiment. I will be back.
I'll be here. I won't go anywhere. And I know I like to overblend, so that's why I'm using the sticky notes. I think if you had a smaller brush, you wouldn't need that, but okay. Okay, see what everyone's saying. So let me know over in the chat. Do you use stencils a lot? Or are you like me and you like to think that you're a stencil user and you have a lot, but you don't find that you use them very often? And Tess, yes, I use Stampin' Up ink pads. That's just what I got started with. But I also have to say I have some Gina K. I have Craft and Kimmy. I have assorted other ones. But yes, I mainly use Stampin' Up because when I started crafting, that's what I started with. And I have all the colors in the inks and the cardstocks, and I love that they match. So.
All right, for my sentiments, I don't know, Danny. You'll have to tell me if this works. So if this works for one of your prompts. So these are simple strips sentiments. So
Yep,
I'm not
they're
using
strips.
probably, yep. So it stamps all of these sentiments and then the coordinating die, which I don't have this in the description box because I didn't know I was going to be using it, but I will add this later if you want to check it out.
It's a strip.
Laura says she has more stencils than she uses, but she does use them. Cordelia
Good.
has a lot of stencils, but don't use them a lot. She uses her embossing folders more. Teresa says she likes to think she's a stencil user because she thinks the look is beautiful, but she likes her pattern paper way too much. Agreed.
I think that that's
Agreed.
me. I use my paper way more.
Oh no, Susan Rushton got busy watching us and missed her morning Zoom meeting. Be careful,
no.
Susan. Be careful.
Oh no. I don't want to be the blame for anything.
No.
No.
We can't be the downfall of anyone.
No.
We appreciate everybody being here, but we can't support you if you get in too much trouble.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so that was 2. So now we're going to go to 3. I can count. Look at me.
For my sentiments, I don't want to do like this whole sheet in like the blue or one of the purples because I won't be able to use them all. So I'm going to go with the gray, and then that's kind of a good neutral that maybe later I can use those on different projects as well. But I just had to get the strips in there, so I had another prompt on here. Which, if you're coming in late, we are crafting today with Danni's February use your stash prompts, and you can find her Facebook group linked in the description box below, and Nightbot I'm sure is also sharing it in the live chat, but you can just play along and put your card in. Oh, goodness, Danni, remind me, an album, or is it just on the wall now, or on the
You
group?
can, for like anything, you can just share to like the discussion. While I do have an album set up each month for like the prompts, and then going forward there will also be a separate album that I will choose from that album if you use a stamp set that you've never used before. So
okay,
it just depends.
awesome. So make sure to check out Danni's group. I'm sure you have to answer some questions and agree to group rules, and then you can join.
Yeah, I was going to really emphasize that because I've had to turn people away because they don't answer the questions. So.
All right, C. Johnson wants to know, what stencil am I using? So I used, let me find it here. Tailored Expressions Spring Array. It's a stamp and stencil combo, which if you want to go check it out more closely, I do have an affiliate link in the description box below. Okay, one of the stamps got messed up, but I'm not going to re-ink it because everything else was good. So here, look at all those sentiments I have with just that one round of stamping.
That reminds me, you gave me for my birthday one year, I think, a dinosaur themed one. I should dig that out too.
Yes. Oh yeah, if the set you got from Stampin' Up doesn't have any sentiments, maybe you could use that.
Yeah.
With your dino, didn't you say it was a dinosaur set?
Yeah, it has some sentiments, but I just was thinking, I think that for April, I haven't come that far yet, but I think I'm going to put like one of the prompts will be to use like kits that you have laying around, because I noticed I have quite a bit of that.
I do as well. Do you think like people could maybe throw in the chat some ideas for future months for prompts, and maybe you could pick, like, you don't have to pick one today, but maybe get you some ideas for the rest of the year?
I did ask my group, and I have quite a few already,
Okay.
but I'm always open to new ones, but it just might not make it in there. It just depends.
So if you were going to do a prompt Why don't you put over there what category you would use? You would pick for a month.
And for those that didn't know, last month I did gnomes, embossing folders, border dies, or punches, hearts, and 12 by 12 paper. So those are the ones that have already been done last month. As I fight with my Stampin' Up! Ink pads. I love their ink pads, but sometimes I have to fight with them. All right, so I got all 4 layers done. Whew, or 3 layers.
Ooh,
Can't
yay.
even count today. I thought I could count. And there's the finished stenciling.
Gorgeous.
And now I will find the stamp set buried underneath all this stuff. And I'm just going to use it, I think, randomly on here and call it good. That means I actually have to get out blocks. I don't use blocks very often.
I always have mine on my table, but yeah, they don't get used. I did use them today too, so hey, look at us go.
I guess that's a lie. I use them when because every time I get a new stamp set, and there's an Alyssa coming to say hi, I do.
Oh, hello, Alyssa.
I do put them. I have like a catalog where I stamp everything out, and I use them for that. But oh, Alyssa, it's always Alyssa.
All right, here we have some ideas of what people would use. Critters are always fun. Oh, we have a lot of people mentioning critters, it looks like. Susan, critter sports, maybe red, white, and blue.
Well, let me write these down because I do have my notebook right here.
And well, you don't have to. I just thought it might be fun for them to share too.
No, I like it. And if you know me, I love critters, so that's definitely a thing. I will probably break it down a little bit, though, into specific ones. Bees, I love. I think I already had that on there. Sports, that would be interesting. Red, white, and blue. Background, oh, special coloring supplies. That would be good for me because I have a lot of like watercolors and watercolor pencils and stuff that I never use. How dare they want you to do work, Cordelia? Okay, I got those written down. Like I said, I don't know that I'll use them, but thank you for the suggestions. And like I've said, this is just kind of get me started, but you do you. If there's something that you think you have in your stash that you want to focus on, use that as your prompt.
I'm going to go with a blueberry card base, and I decided to turn this because I need to cover up that really big splotch there, and it didn't really work out portrait. So I'm going to rotate this for a landscape card. And then I'll cover up the other splotch with some enamel dots or something. What is your, Danni, you can tell me too, but what's your favorite way to cover up an oopsie?
Embellishment, or for me, because I color so much, put an image over it or put the sentiment over it, or like I recently was fussy cutting and I cut off a character's leg. I ended up putting it, I covered it, I put it back together, but it looked really weird. So then I just put the sentiment over it. So.
Okay. Poor little image.
Yeah.
Susan R says gems make the best cover-ups. I agree. That's usually what I do is some gems or enamel dots.
Okay, what else do I want to add here? Maybe we'll do that.
Oh, Carmen, good idea. She tries to erase it. I should have probably got out my sand eraser. Didn't even think about that. Leanne says embellishments. Carla says white acrylic paint pen. All right. I do that sometimes if I like go outside the lines, which I don't color a whole lot, but when I do.
I guess since it's so popular, you could splatter and then it would just look like you meant to do it.
Yes. Very true. Do you have any plans for, well, the rest of the day? Of course, you and I will probably be shoveling and snow blowing at some point, but do you have any plans for the rest of the day or the week, Danni?
Just crafting. I have several videos I need to get done. Not really too much else going on. Whoops, that kind of smeared. We'll leave it there.
I also have quite a few videos this week to work on. Let us know in the chat if you have any plans or commitments. I did go to the theater yesterday, which during my live on Thursday, I'm going to debut my new shirt I bought for the Kimberly Akimbo. But spoiler alert, it was a very cute show. I enjoyed it. It won't be on my top, like, you know, it's nowhere near Hadestown or Hamilton, but it was cute. It was good to be back.
I know you enjoy that.
I love it. And we've decided that, so we don't have like the full season, but we have partial season. And our next show is Hadestown, and we go Sunday afternoons. They have a Sunday evening show. So Presley and I are going to get tickets to that as well. And we're just going to stay downtown so we can see both shows that day. We love Hadestown. I saw Terry says this is her first day off since December 26th. Oh, goodness. So she's spending the whole day crafting. I love that.
Can't wait to see what you create, Terry.
Dawn would like to finish her craft roulette card. She hasn't submitted for weeks. Okay, good luck, Dawn. Teresa has some videos. Oh, and baseball and softball games. Oh, wow. We would not be playing baseball and softball here.
No, not at all.
All right. Carmen's got to find a grocery store where they're not on strike. So let's all cross our fingers for her. And then Susan R says she's finishing 5 pop-up platforms for St. Patrick's Day order. Good luck with that as well.
I should get that out too. There's so many things I should get out. I don't know.
Well, is one of your prompts going to be like pop-up or interactive or something, or you want to get it out before then?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know if I have that on my list. Thank you.
I was thinking about putting some of these on mine, but now I've already put it on my card front. If I mess it up now, I'm in big trouble.
I kind of held my breath every time I went to do it. So, you know.
I guess I could put it in the Misty. Maybe I'll do that.
I'll worry about that later. All right, I pulled out some card bases. Let me see what I want to do here.
Oh. The Crafty Visage says she's going to be cooking and cleaning today. And Kristen loves, Danni, that you're taking down some of their suggestions. Oh, and the other Christina. So we got Kamato and Kamato is maybe Kristen. Sorry, maybe Kristen. Christina says she has to leave soon to go to Stitching with Friends. Well, awesome. Have fun. Thanks for joining us for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I have to clean up my area just a little bit, so I'm putting my brushes away here.
You know what? I think I'm going to skip that stamp set. I don't want to mess it up just in case. I will get out some gems, though, to cover up some of my oopsies.
Oh, goodness. I don't like that one. Kind of like that. I don't like that. I kind of like that. And I kind of like that. Oh, goodness. Can you do a poll for me?
I sure can. Let me bring you bigger. Let me get it ready. So do we want to do like green and red? Would that be close enough? I know they're...
Well, green, purple, and red, I guess.
I did not
Or
even see
blue.
that one in the middle. I thought that was your mat in the background.
Nope.
All right. So green, and then that's a purple, you think there, Danny?
Yeah, it's called Starry Sky. It's purple, blue, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, and then red. All right, guys, I'm going to get a poll ready. Oh, yes, get those poll lights out and go ahead. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Vote on which one you like it best on.
It feels really weird not to color. Just throwing that out there. While you guys are voting, I'm going to run to the other room real quick and grab my Dr. Pepper.
All right, I'm going to try to pick out some gems while you're doing that. All right, get those. About a minute. Oh, still a minute and a half left to get your votes in. And I'm going to try to cover up some of my smudgy fingerprints here. Welcome, Rebecca, and anybody else who is joining us a little later. Got to figure out where I covered up my smudge here. Now I got to place some more. Oh, hold up, Danny. If you said anything, I muted you while you were walking away. Did you say anything when you came back?
No, I didn't.
Okay. All right. We have about 30 seconds left to get your vote in. Kamato says, Danny, that purple rose reminds her of the non-machinable stamp. Oh.
I really kind of like how that turned out.
Yeah,
it might be gorgeous. One I play with.
I love that it has envelopes on it.
Yeah, every time I see that, I think of you and rainbows.
Yes. All righty, the timer has went off, so let's see which one won. Which one won? And with 50% of the vote, green.
Okay, green it is. The other one's away. Okie dokie dokie. That's the one I was kind of leaning towards, that one or the like purpley blue one. I wasn't sure. So thank you for helping me.
Well, you know that my audience loves a poll, so anytime.
All right.
Now, since that card base is kind of light, will you still put a white cardstock on the inside, or will you just leave it the green color?
Nope, I always put a white. Even if it's a white base, I still put a white. I just think it looks more finished. I don't know. Nope, I always put a white one.
I did not know that. New fact about Danny today.
She's got lots of quirks. We'll just say that.
Oh, goodness. I got lots of piles on the floor here, and I just ran something over. I got to get cleaned up, Danny, before you come over.
Yeah, because I want a place to sit. I really do.
So if you didn't know, Danny and I are doing the virtual stamp joy together in March. So she's going to come over here and hang out with me for
And it'll be the
2 days of crafting.
and it'll be like one of the first times that we've ever crafted together.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Ooh, I just thought of something. I'm going to use one of those stamps from the set to go on my piece inside, which I went ahead and I chose that same gray that I used for my background.
Well, that's a really clever idea. Now I put my, okay, I'm going to risk it because I like that idea. I'm going to copy you.
All right.
I'm a copycat. I'm a copycat. I'm glad to see like Carmen and Kmato, can't think, but they also always put the white on the inside. So I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay.
Man, I do it often if the card base is dark, but I would have never thought white on white. So that's a new one to me.
I think I'll just do the little hearts because they're just really, really cute. And I think I will use that because it didn't have a lot. Well, the purple didn't have a lot. We'll use purple.
I'm going to use blueberry for mine. I'm going to use the hearts, but I'm going to put it inside one of the little postage mark things. All right, so Polly's with me. She's never thought of doing white on white either. Yeah, not even a thought.
I think I started doing it because a lot of times for the insides of my cards, the white piece, I use the really cheap and thin cardstock from Walmart. And I think I did it to make it more sturdy.
Okay.
I just got like the hammer mill paper that I really like, and I'll start making my white bases out of that. So it wouldn't need it, but now it's habit, so it'll probably still happen. So
that makes a little more sense. I could see that if the card base was kind of, not that I don't think you don't make sense, Danny, but
well, I probably don't. I
can see that now. Oh my goodness. I am just throwing stuff around. I can't find anything. Yes, make sure stick around, guys, because we'll be giving our cards out here very shortly. If you're excited about that, give this video a thumbs up. Share it with a crafty friend. Only one more thumbs up, guys, and we'll have 80 likes. Come on, please, just one person. One person.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, now let's put it on the right way. That's always a key thing. And my card is done.
Oh, yay. I just have to do one more stamp and then get this put on the inside.
I'm not going to add any gems or anything because I think it has enough going on with all the different patterns.
Oh, and here, Nightbot just shared a link to Danny's Facebook group. So if you're not yet a member, go over there, answer the questions, agree to the group rules, and then you can start playing with those prompts and just seeing everybody else's inspiration.
And I do giveaways pretty often and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's a fun group. Thank you for all the compliments I'm seeing. I appreciate that, especially for the first time doing it and doing it live, even though I messed up the one. But I think I'm still going to be able to use this. I just might add like a sentiment over it or whatever. So I don't know. Not gonna
Where
trash
was
it.
I at? Where was I at that I didn't even know you did a second one? I just thought you went with it. Oh my gosh, I did not even know that, Danni.
No, I started over because the colors I had chosen and the way that I started this, it would have like covered them all up and you wouldn't have been able to see them. So no, I started over.
If I knew that, I totally blocked it out. It's, you kind of get into your own thing and you don't get a look at everybody else very often. So that's why at the end, I always love, to highlight each of us so we can actually see what we created while the other one was crafting with us.
That's a
All
good
right.
point, Susan. She said I could cut them apart and use them individually too. I like that. Thank you.
Yes. All right. One more thing from me, and then we'll do our highlight and show the final looks. And then, guys, it is time for the giveaway. So you'll want to get those fingers ready to get your hashtags typed in.
I will say I am probably not going to go to the post office until later in the week, though, with all the snow and the cold and everything. So be patient.
Yes, most definitely. I was hoping to go to the post office today to get the advent calendars that were claimed out, but yeah, there's no way. No way. It'll probably middle of the week. Oh, yeah, Susan, post office close date. Correct.
That's true. That's true. It is President's Day. I forgot that.
Good thing I did not head out. All right. Let me go ahead. Danni, why don't you share your card up close?
Okay. So there is my card. I actually am really pleased with it. But this starts a whole new monster because now I feel I want, because I know Waffle Flower has other, like they have a wildflower one and other. So now I want more, but at least I used it.
I love it. Gorgeous. All right. Oh my goodness. My camera did that zoom in thing. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, I have to turn my camera off. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Thank you for
Oh
all the
my.
kind words. I appreciate it. Yeah, Tess, I really think that I am going to have to splurge and get all the stencils as well, but I will have to be another month because I've spent a lot this month.
All right, guys. Now let me try this. Okay, here's a look at mine. So I use, like the same waffle flower die, but I made a mask for a stencil with a TE set. And to cover up a little boo-boo, I put my sentiment there and then some gems to make it sparkly. And on the inside, I added the sending hug circle and then some purple hearts.
Oh yeah, the
So,
inside, I did do that too.
and then here was the color combo that you guys picked at the beginning. So there's a card I made with it. I loved, this was a random one. And had I just been picking cards out of my box to use, I would not have made this a finalist. But I have to say, I think it turned out, I really like those colors now.
It's really, really pretty. I like that. Gives me ideas. Now I just want to make more cards like this, but I have other things I need to do, like Oh So Inspired. But anyways.
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely. Yeah. So, well, okay. Yes, come back. So the 20th Thursday is Oh So Inspired Collab Hop, which Danny's on, Carmen in the chat's on. Not sure if anybody else is out there. But then also Thursday, I'm going live with Karen for Color Cube Live. So make sure to stop back by for those. But guys, should we get our giveaways ready? You can only win one of our cards. So whoever wins the first one, don't enter to win the second one. But I will go ahead. We will make sure that everybody who wants Danny's can get in on it. So if you would like to win Danny's card, which I totally forgot to get the screen share ready that I messed up. So Danny, you and I will not be on screen for a minute, but they can still hear us and everything. But I have to, I got to fix that. I forgot after last weekend. But
That's fine.
if you would like to be entered to win Danny's card, one time in the chat. Oh, hold up. Let me share it. Oh goodness. It kept us there. Okay. I don't know what I did correctly or what. Never mind. You have 2 minutes to get in your hashtag Danni, hashtag DANNI. Make sure it looks exactly like it does on screen. No spaces. Only put it one time over in the chat because there's no need to spam the chat with it because you do only get one entry. If you do look up though and notice that, oh no, you forgot one of the ends or you didn't put in the hashtag, retype it to get your entry. All right. I guess I could have saved my whole coming up thing for now since we have to wait.
Oh, here's on the list. So.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
I think one of my cats has been down here, but she's just quiet under the table in her bed.
Well, Alyssa gets fed again at noon, so she is, oh, she's moving the camera. She's telling me that, hey, can you do anything and get it ready sooner?
Yeah, can you speed this up?
You're going to get down. She's so pitiful.
That did sound like it was torturous. All right, guys, go ahead and keep those coming in here. You can be anywhere, US or international, 18 years or older. Subscribe to our channels. If you haven't yet subscribed to Danni, her channel is listed in the description box below, and I'm sure Nightbot has been sending it out as well. So make sure to follow. And so if anybody has any questions, this is the perfect time if you want to throw those over there before the chat gets going again for my card. You can get in any final questions.
Yes.
All right.
Alyssa knows she has an audience. Yes.
Love it. All right. The timers went off. So let's find out who the lucky winner of Danni's card is. Good luck to everyone and congratulations to Cece. Congratulations, Cece. Make sure to stick around because I'm going to tell you how to claim the card because it's very important that you claim it so we can send it off. I will get ready for mine. All right, if you would like to win my card, type hashtag CraftyAl over in the chat. Same thing as what I just said with Danni. Make sure it looks like it does on screen. Hashtag CRAFTYAL. There you have it. About a minute and a half left to get those in. And again, as the chat slows down, if you have any final questions or thoughts for us, you can let us know. And Danni, thank you so much for joining me today. It's always fun crafting with you. And before long, we'll be crafting in person together.
Yes.
And hopefully, are you up for next month as well to do another craft with your stash?
Of course.
Awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to work with next month's prompt. So make sure that you click on subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the bell for notifications so you know when we're going to go live next.
Be over with, and so I can really focus on using my stash more.
All right. Kristen says she loves these craft with your stash lives. Awesome. Because you know we all have so much stuff that we can use.
So much stuff. And I just keep buying more. What is wrong with me?
It's just so tempting, all the new stuff.
It is. I can't remember who it was. Someone in my group had a great idea. They have a friend, and if they see something new, they look through their stash to see if they have something similar, and then they create with that. And then they decide from there whether they want to buy it or they want to just use what they have. And I thought that was really, really a neat idea.
I like that a lot. That is definitely something I could get in my head. And Susan would like a weekly craft with your stash live. Don't know about that, Susan, but I'm glad you enjoy it so much.
Susan, I've been thinking about doing lives on my channel. It would just be me, so it wouldn't be as spectacular because we don't have Crafty Al. But I'll keep that in mind. I didn't want to start anything till after the craft fair, but I'll keep it in mind. Maybe I will do a weekly one. We'll see.
There you go. Yes, Dan. Yes, and I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the chat to support. But yeah, I don't think I could do. I mean, I guess I. So yeah. In my
No.
head, weekly live stream is too much, but who knows? All right. Carmen says she does that also because so many sets are similar. Yes. All right, guys, the timer has went off. So good luck to everyone and congratulations. Don't forget to stick around to find out how you're going to claim it. Congratulations to Kate V, congratulations. So before I tell you how to claim your prize, you will want to make sure you know what it said your username was on screen. And Carmen has said, oh no, was it? No, it was Arlene. Danni, you deserve this hobby and new things. Just try to be mindful.
Yeah, well, I don't know moderation, and I'm a fear of missing out gal and full set syndrome gal. So, yes, thank you though.
Love it. And thanks to everyone who's congratulating Cece and Kate. Yes, thank you so much for being good sports, even when you weren't one of the lucky winners. But Cece and Kate, down at the bottom of the description box below is a link to a Google form. You will fill that out, and you'll tell us whose card you won and kind of describe it, just so. I mean, ours aren't anything alike, but just let us know whose card you won, what it looked like, and you'll have 24 hours to fill that out. I will get Danni's winner's address to her. And if I were you, go ahead and go over to the form as soon as we're done with our live so you don't forget to claim it, all right? Because we want to get these cards out to the winners. So again, any final questions, anyone, or Danni, anything that you want to end with or remind people of?
Just to use your stash and feel free, feel free to share in my group because I love seeing what everyone creates. And I'm trying to create a very welcoming and supporting environment. So
we love that. And crafters are 99.9% that way. So it's always fun to share with each other. All right. I see lots of thank yous for the live. Well, thank you guys for being here and joining us. Like I will say, it would not be very fun. I mean, okay, now with Danni or when I have guests, it is fun to craft live, no matter if we have audience, but it's way much funner, especially when I'm here by myself. So guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Until our next videos, which don't forget to subscribe and turn on that bell for notifications. Hope you're having a crafty day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.